Hello, it's me, guys. Murundo Napa following FYP, YT, YMCMB, AMG, DDG, because today it's Smallhouse Saga episode 11. Let's get it. To start up in Smallhouse Saga episode 11, I just want to say on the 28th of March, 7:45 p.m. Central African time, which is next Saturday, we have an event in on the Women Behind the Rings. Please go check out my bio. Mchawana Paganzi 28 March up with GGG. Click there, and if you feel like this resonates with you, you want to learn something or you want to share something, you want to vent and whatnot, please register. It's private because we'll be sharing our personal life experiences, so of course it's going to be private. And don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel. But that being said and done, I hope y'all actually do register, and I hope y'all subscribe and watch my videos. So let's get started. Smallhouse Saga episode 11. We are going to call Munwedwana Kiki, right? So Kiki says she had a friend and I don't know. She was in metric at that time. That's grade 12, right? She was in metric. Munweduta titinomti Kiki. Angane friend yake. Friend yachonga titi Chichi. So Chichi had a boyfriend, and then Dovano visitor Chi kumbakwe boyfriend yake. Avaenda nani na Kiki. You know how it is. Nego chichi mama tukenda ne friend yang Chichi. So you actually have to go with your friend. Avaenda ne friend yake Chi kumbakwe mkomana, and the friend being Kiki Mridwenyaya. So Kikari koko ovaenda na Chicha chona mkomana wake. Then she saw Chi brother ye mkomana wani wa Chichi. So we are going to call that boy Big Mike, because he's going to be the Big Mike of the story. So at that time, that's when she met Chi, Big Mike. Nothing happened. They just hi, and that's it. Ndovazo ngotenga ukumiranda ma movie, no kumiranda ma hard drive, you know how it goes. So at this point, Kiki was 17 and Big Mike was 25 years old. So we ran and whatnot. So what happened was on the April Fool's Day, and because it was April Fool's Day, you know how it is. So it's like jokes, but like not psych. And they also ended up kissing Jema jokes. So she says Jema jokes. And what happened was, at that time she was actually dating someone, right? So Munacho Edan Nayanzi, he's a cousin to the one of my favorite Zim dancer artists, Morpho by Damien Freeman. So and this guy was cousin to Freeman, right? And when I told Farajejo, you know, Ikasene celebrity, and this guy actually bought him a phone, but the thing is, I got a kore compared to Chi, I got a Big Mike na Kiki, because Kiki na Big Mike I got them same area. So because Hamaya Dr. Magitari angari kure Chichi akazongo jiwani vote, but cousin ya Freeman actually ended up finding out okay, so you kissed somebody else and over Chichi, and it didn't sit well with her. They no vaenda no rarachi kumba kwa Big Mike, right? So at this point she says, I didn't know he was married. I just knew he had kids, but T was married. I didn't know. Then eventually she started dating Big Mike. So now at this point she just ended up dating Big Mike, right? Like I said, she didn't know he had a wife at this point, but she knew he had kids. But eventually she did find out Kudichi Mfesa family, but she was like, listen, it's not my family. I'm not the one stepping out of the marriage, so let me just do what I'm doing. Mind you, she was 17 at this point and this guy was 25. PDF vibes, right? Anyway, she says Mfesi ndomas vakaneta like my C180, my Mac. So he bought a C180 Mac, and I put a chair zotora beba chisia beba chimitra chisi running chida, and she says in her words she felt like this is my soulmate, my one and only. And then it got to a point just before Atopeza metric, the wife eventually found out, because one thing about Big Mike angari muno anorara akadzima phone. And then it just so happened one fateful night zvakazongoitika kungotichi Big Mike vakarara usina kudzima phone. Then the wife of abata phone ya Big Mike, because vakarara usinaita sei vasina kuidzima abata phone. That's when she discovered kuti chat ya Big Mike ne friend yavo mama kataurwa nyaya baby, but zita rebaby rarisinaita sei rarisina utauro, right? Then she confronted the friend kuti hey, ma age URI iwayo ndiva nani, you know, just how it goes. Vanhu confront vanhu ndiva nani, vanhu vachiti hey nandimuziye hata ingotarawo, you know, that type of thing. You know how men be like. But Kiki says, I knew the wife. You know how it is, small. So sometimes even number. So she says there was a time Kiki, when she went out with Big Mike, they went out and they did what they did, and eventually she needed some MA pills, morning after pills, right? Then when she was trying to ask him for money, she was like, oh, I enjoyed chichi. Then it just so happened mkazi wa Big Mike had the phone. She saw the messages, and hands vakadona ne BP vakatokolapsa ne BP vakatomenda ku hospital, and she was feeling bad. And then she reached out. She's like, I'm so sorry. And she had lied kuti nonzi Natasha kuna mai guru, and nonzi Natasha, I'm so sorry about that, Chichi, I'm really sorry, I didn't know. and then my guru was like, she says she did this because she was feeling bad kuti munaita BP nenyaya yangu or something. That's what she believed. So my guru bumped, but why would you do that? Kanzi, I'm sorry, I didn't even know tichi munodanana chichi. I didn't even know I'm really sorry about that, but don't worry, don't even worry about it, and then, you know, that was it. The wife was just like, okay, cool, whatever. So nyaya iyi ndobva yasvika kuna amwene. Obviously my guru akasvitsa chinyaya kuna amwene, and then amwene ndobva vafonera ani Kiki, and then she's like, siyana nemwana wangu chichichi, and it just so happened kuti amwene vakafona Kiki ane mafriends ake. One of the friends took the phone and was like, imi mudze mwana yenyu asiyane nemuzukuru wangu chichichichi, and then the mom ndobva vazofonera Big Mike vakati, hey, your little girlfriend disrespected me chichichichi, you know, that type of thing. So anyway, 2 years into dating, apparently and unfortunately, Kiki fell preggo for Big Mike. At this point, she had just started university, right? She had just started university, and she felt like and at the same time, Big Mike was like, listen, I understand it's my prego, but I need you to get rid of it, because like right now I'm not in a space yet, that type of thing, you know. So the baby had to go, so ndovaita se ndova book appointment yake kuti aende ku Mary Stops, right? And now Mary Stops she did the thing she's supposed to do, and then Big Mike also yachizomona abva ku Mary Stops for appointment apedza kunoitwa zvaanofanira kuitwa, and then, you know, zvakambowa kuti like, why would you do that chichichi, and then she just started saying, hey, ndichafonera mukadzi wako, hey, mira ndifonera mukadzi wako, and then eventually phone yake. So zvezvoti achiti ndomfonera mukadzi wakachimutyisidzira Big Mike because aishandisa ma private numbers. So anotaura kuti at this point akakangana kuti achiri kufona, and then ndobva enda voicemail. So I don't know about this setting, but ari kuti hanzi like if you have a private number and phone yako ikazosiya voicemail inosiya number, and then my group wafona back, that's when she told her kuti listen, ndine nhumbi yemurume wenyu chichichi, and then murume obva adzokera kumba. Then the next day the wife obva afonera Kiki, and she's like, listen, nefone murume wacho, listen, ndakanzwa kuti nenhumbu, can we meet up chichichichi, and then hanzi bva ndaenda bva ndaona mukadzi nemurume wari vese, and then tete hanzvadzi yemurume ndobva yazoya later, and the wife is like, tanzwa kuti nenhumbu, hanzi ndaitoka minhaka zvemunhu abva kunoita zvaaita, so obviously nandakaneta. Then the wife is like, tanzwa kuti nenhumbu, she's like, yeah, ndinayo, but anyway handisisina because we got rid of it. And then the wife hanzi obva tanga kuti matora yamwana, like achitarisa zvese nemurume wacho, why would you do that? Tete pavakauya ndobva vatomudza zvonzvo, iwe wakapusa, where we from, ndimwana tinoti makapata, isu pachindau chedu tinoti makapata. And she said she felt so embarrassed, and at that particular time, since tete vanga varipo, pakabva paitwa zvezvonzi you need to choose between your wife and the girlfriend, and obviously naturally these Big Mikes are obviously gonna choose the wife. He was like, I'm choosing my wife, so you gotta go. Hanzi ndakarwadziwa because like ndabva unobvisa mimba, but I was also used to it because I'm a side chick, I'm a second option and whatnot. Tikatombeta nguva tisingataure, but at that time the wife was checking on me. I mean, was it out of love or I don't fair achiti, I hope you're good chichichichi, and then eventually iyena Big Mike vanga vasatutaura katombeta nguva vasiri kutaura. So, you know, pakatombeta nguva Big Mike and Kiki vasiri kutombotaura vese at all, and then eventually they started talking. She says, and I quote, this man is my best friend, like whatever that happens and whatnot, he was a best friend to me. So, you know, we just started talking, and I would tell the wife, and then eventually they got back together. The wife found out, oh, you got back together with my man, her na tete wake vabva complex kwemskana, and then the man obva amira pagate kuti musapinde yes, all right, kuti musapinde pagate pekumba kwana Kiki. And then it got to a point yekuti the husband was so irritated nekuti hey, you're always after Kiki and whatnot. Guess what, hanzi akati imi muri tu mirai, like Kiki na maiguru mirai apa tuone, listen, ndokudai mese, and that's just how it is. I can't choose kuti ndoda uyu darika uyu, ndokudai mese, but whoever is not comfortable, let him leave, let her leave, because this is what's on the ground. I love you both. Anenga suri kudanga afamba aende, and hanzi tese tiri tu hapana akaita sei hapana akasimka akaenda. Gulez ndikatodza ndikati, Gulez inini hapana kwandiri kuenda. As you can see, the man said it himself, he wants both of us. Inini hapana kwandiri sei hapana kwandiri kuenda. Gulez obva tonototi yuwi vana havasi kutoita sei havasi kutosiyana zvemashuwa shuwa. Gulez vakatoona kutoti munhu yapana kwaari kuenda, and she said what can I do next. What she did next was a bit shocking, but not really shocking. She ended up approaching mama wa Kiki kuti mwana wenyu aroda nemurume wangu, and I'm not happy with that situation. Tell your child to leave my husband. And the mom hanzi munhu anonamata anorespectwa community, she was like, Kiki, what are you doing chichichi? Hanzi saka istepinda uchitywa namagayo pesira tatuzomboenda unonamatirwa, andizoti endonamatirwa mweya yechipamberi, I don't know, but whatever. And it got to a point yekuti maiguru vakazombonamatirwa vari mumba mana Kiki miyeme, and then obva watanga kugwina gwinere chichi obva wapiwa bracelet rekwana magaya. So I'm not really sure what was going on, because ansatora nekuchechi titwa wristband, holy water, chichichichichichichi. Apana zomboita nguva after all this girl ndobva alright sorry, then mama Kiki ndobva watonzva chisiyana ine mwana wangu, and then imimochi chiziva kuti mwana wangu asiyana nemurume wenyu, like trust me, it's done. Hapana kumboita nguva after all this had happened, and the mom had said this and this and this da. It just so happened that Kiki ended up being pregnant again, and because she suffered a trauma the previous time she got a belly, and she was like this time Ansuvis, and the man was like yeah, it's cool. And at this point Gulez didn't even know vaingoita zvekunzwa nemarumas kuti ane mimba, but she says Big Mike was taking care of the pregnancy, zvekutodaro appointments done, everything done, chichichichi. But akazosangana na Gulez, yes, when she was about 7 months pregnant, akazosangana na Gulez personally, and she saw for herself that this person is actually prego for. At that time she was 7 months pregnant. Then she realized zveshuwa atone nhumbu, and ndobva azozvara bva asununguka mwana mukomana, and my guru was actually trying for a boy because vanga vane 2 vana vasikana, and Kiki abva the first child mukomana, anzi akafa nemasisters ake zvisingaiti, and she gave birth, and the guy was taking care of everything. But akazosvika papoint yekuti anga achiti kana waita mwana pfungwa dzinotanga kudhonza, and unotanga kutoona panapa ndikufudziswa mbada, hapana zviripo panapa, it will end in tears. Then she just told the guy kuti ngatingosiyana because like honestly hapana zvatiri kuita. And she had a guy who had been courting her since she was like 8 months pregnant. Ndobva atozongosvika pakubvuma mufesi yeye akutodanana zvake nemufesi yeye, and then mwana ane 6 months obva azopinda muchipatara kured cross achitonzi magona makaswera nemwana. I didn't ask kuti anga achirwara nei, she didn't tell, so I'm not gonna go deep into that. So mwana obva atenda kured cross agogara muchipatara zvekutodaro. He stayed muchipatara for 3 months. Then it just so happened on the 1st of January, ndobva aisirwa message achinzi baby daddy vakafa. 1 January, 11 January ndobva vanovigwa kuZimbabwe. Musi wari kunovigwa kuZimbabwe ndo musi wazvinobva zvanzi mwana ndopakabva abviswa muhospital achinzi apora. So she says me and my guru tinongotaura here and there pamastatus chichi vana vasati vasangana, they will meet formally. Mwana wangu aifanira kuenda kumusha last year, but ameno zvangoitika mwana wangu obva asiwa, maybe their own reasons, but the child is fully aware kuti his sisters, they are yet to meet. So yeah, that's the small story. I hope you take whatever you take from it, guys. Zviri kuitika mudzimba masmallhouse dai waro mangoziva kuti chismallhouse chibusiness, handiti mangoita zvekuwana maprofits, kwete izvi zvekuti maakuita malose ekuita vana kusmallhouse, that type of thing. So yeah, be wise, make better decisions, and first of all, just don't be a smallhouse, but if you are, be a smart one. And yeah, that's it, guys. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend, and don't forget to register for the live. Bye. Mwah. Good.